All right, guys. So if you're in a situation where you have a new job that is offering you an opportunity and then your current job wants to come back and counter offer you, what do you do and what's some things to look for to make the best decision? So I'm going to talk about it. Well, what do? Simple. You make them work for your opportunity to be employed with. In other words, you counter them and use them against each other. You have negotiation skills at this point. I wouldn't let your employers know about each other as far as the dollar amount. I will say you can let them know about them as far as resignation and say, I have this company that's willing to give me a new opportunity. If you're willing to match it or exceed it, I'm good for that. And when they ask you for a dollar amount, do not give them one. Ask them, well, what is the highest you're willing to pay me? You know, because if they get a dollar amount, then they know, okay, well, I can just go up a dollar more, and there we go. Make them work for that dollar. Make them guess, and then you want to see what they value at, right? If you're getting paid like $30 an hour from the new company and your current job is paying you $25 an hour, and you've been asking for a raise for a while, then ask them, say, hey, well, what is the range that you can pay me at with these new terms? You know, and what is my job description going to entail of? If I'm getting more responsibility or a higher type of opportunity, I want it to be reflective in my job description, so that way it'll reflect my pay, and make sure everything they verbally convey to you is written on paper. The risk of going to stay with your company is similar to the risk you have going with a new company. It's the unknown. You know about your company because you work there, but you don't know how they're going to treat you if you stay with them, especially since you threaten to leave. Believe it or not, we have human beings and their emotions come to play, and you know, some people can be salty and vindictive. They could say, yeah, we'll do all this for you on paper. And then a year later, they don't have the budget to retain your position. And they were mad that you thought about leaving them. They get salty. So just keep that in mind. You know, as long as you feel good about your employer and you have a good relationship with them, if you think they're not like that and they do care about you growing, which is rare, go for the new opportunity or stay with them, depending on what's better. Some quick things to look for in tips. I would value the work culture, right? Ask them, well, what is the work culture going to be like? Ask them, what is the stability going to be like? Like, how do I know what the budget looks like in the future to keep this position that I'm being offered now, whether it's the new job or the current job? Make sure you negotiate the salary. Get the max out of it. Remember, don't give a specific dollar amount if you can hold that out as long as possible. Find out, like, what your benefits are going to be like, your vacation time. You know, can you get a little bit more increased vacation time? Whatever you value, make sure you put on paper and see how much of that they can meet. Come up with a demand list. You know what's important to you, and don't think you're asking for too much or too unrealistic. I mean, you can only do what all they can do is say yay or nay, right? If they really value you, they'll try to make more happen than not. So if it obviously you want to ask within reason, you don't want to go in there and say I want $1 million. Like, they're not going to do that. But I'm saying within reason, folks. Okay, put a demand list out, something within reason that you weren't getting before, and see if they can accommodate. And once you figure that out between the current company and the new company, whoever has the most check marks is who you go with. Make sure you value your work-life balance and your salary together. Don't just value salary. Value the work-life balance with it. It's important.